Cell references allow us to write formulas that refer to values stored in another cell. This allows us to use formulas over and over by dragging them down or across, making it easy to perform multiple calculations and save time. In this video, I'll show you each of the different types of cell reference and examples of how to use each of them. The most basic type of cell referencing is a relative cell reference. This is the type of cell referencing you get by default. In this example, we want to determine the cost of the following groceries. To do this, we just need to multiply the unit price of each one by the quantity. After we type the formula for our first cell, we can drag it down. The relative cell reference means that it is going to multiply the cell 1 column to the left with the cell 2 columns to the left. If we look at each formula as it goes down, we can see that the reference cells match up with the rows. Even if we copied this formula to another part of the spreadsheet, it would still refer to the same relative positions, 1 cell to the left and 2 cells to the left. In this next example, we want to calculate how much some toys will cost if they are on sale. The sale price is written down in cell B9. We can write a formula for this by subtracting the sale price of an item from the total price of an item. If we drag this formula down, it doesn't work. This is because the sale price isn't in a relative position. Notice that in this cell it's trying to refer to B10. The next cell is trying to refer to B11, and the next cell is trying to refer to B12. But in each case, we always want it to refer to B9. If we want to make sure the formula always uses the value in B9, we need to use an absolute cell reference. To do this, we put $signs in front of the column letter and the row number in the cell reference. This way, when we copy the formula down, it always refers to the value in column B and row 9. We can also copy this to a completely different part of the spreadsheet if we want to continue over here, and it will continue to work. The F2 is relative, so it's referring to the price to the left, and the B9 is absolute, so it continues to refer to the 10% that is down in B9. Now, if we even change the sale price, every cell updates to match. In this example, students in health class are asked to record their weight from day to day and calculate their body mass index. Body mass index, or BMI, is a measure of relative weight based on an individual's mass and height. Here's the formula for BMI. To start out, we want to write a formula for BMI in cell D3. When we drag the formula for Monday down, we can see that it seems to work properly. Now, if we copy it over Tuesday, however, it doesn't seem to work right. Notice that instead of now being the mass divided by the height squared, it's doing the mass divided by the body mass index 2 columns over squared. This is because we used a relative cell reference for the height. We can't use a full absolute cell reference in this case because we need to use different heights for different students. We just want the reference to stay in the same column, but have the rows change as we go down. To do this, we only put $1 sign in front of the B that represents the column. Now when we drag down, it works as normal on Monday, and if we copy it into Tuesday, it still works. Notice that the formula is now E3 divided by $B3 squared. Mass divided by height squared. And if we look at the next row down, the row has changed, but the column has stayed the same. We can now copy this into the other columns and finish the assignment. Different provinces in Canada have different tax rates. In this example, we are going to compare how much tax would be charged on different products in different provinces. To find the amount of tax that will be charged, we simply multiply the regular price by the tax rate. Let's try this for a couple different cells to see if we can notice a pattern. As we go across, our calculations always need to refer to the regular price in column B. Let's put a $sign in front of the B to make it an absolute column. That works great. Now let's try going down. Notice that as we go down, our calculations always need to refer to the tax rate in row 2. To make an absolute row reference, we put a $sign in front of the row number. Now that we've figured out the pattern and written the formula in cell C3, we can drag this formula across and down to figure out all of the different tax rates. In this video, we looked at the difference between relative cell references and the 3 types of absolute cell references. These can be very confusing to beginners, but with some deliberate thinking and practice, you'll get the hang of them in no time. Thanks for watching.